Nicely flicked away through square leg, and that's quickly sent off to the boundary by Mitch O'Connor. Nice looking drive from O'Connor. Have got deep cover out, but he can't stop it running around. Well, this is an ECS classic. He's just ran past it. It's an easy thing to do. He had to make up a lot of ground to get there because O'Connor's found the gap between cover and long off well. So that swings a long way in, played inside out and gone. Richie Robbins out for a 4-ball duck. Well, they say the commentator's curse is a thing. Well, maybe this is the commentary box curse. He got 37 this morning, looked very fluent. It's nicely bowled again, but it's nicely played as well by O'Connor. It wasn't the worst delivery, but it's been calmly escorted. Flicked away, lovely shot from Chowdhury. And that might well have gone all the way. It certainly has. First 6 of the innings from Djurgården, and it's from the very first ball he'd faced. Upcoming tour. Straight back and dropped by Momand. Flicked off his legs again from Chowdhury. This is another classy, classy shot. Very first innings of the whole day.
Yes.
That's down the ground though. Has been dispatched. 6 over long on. Well, Chowdhury is starting to tick here. He's already hit 2 sixes. He's only faced 6 balls. Down the ground. This isn't tight. This is massive. Huge 6. About 15 metres over our commentary tent. That's one of the biggest we've seen all week. And Shazeb Chowdhury is seeing it like a beach ball. He's faced 9 balls now in this innings, and 3 of them have gone over the rope. It's a good thing our umpires have got plenty of spare balls. Keep the game moving. This time goes through the covers. And the sweeper can't stop it. So it is raining boundaries here. It's a self-damaging recruitment policy for many reasons. And for many reasons you don't bowl a low full toss to Shazeb Chowdhury in this kind of form. That goes away for 4 more. Inside out. Straight to cover. They'll consider 2. They'll take 2. They're not just going to get 2. They're going to get 4. In Stockholm. Swung across the line by O'Connor. And he's got that in the gap between man just in front of square and then long on. So he's been very much having the #1 seat in the house for the Shazeb Chowdhury show. You think I'm being maybe too cruel? LBW shout. Given out. Well, that's huge. That's the man who's been powering Djurgården along. Shazeb Chowdhury out for 40 off 15 balls. He was well placed for the fastest 50 that we've seen in this ECS. Steps down and gets all of this, O'Connor. That's 6. Thuds into our production team's trailer, and thankfully I can tell you the Spring Productions team are all okay. It's only hit the outside of it and it's made of sturdy stuff, but Mitch O'Connor's certainly testing that out there. So O'Connor comes down again, slog sweeps this time. That's a great shot. There's just no historical record of anything remotely similar as the Lion is back. Speaking of things that we've seen nothing similar to before, but that's not his best ball. Low full toss, smashed through mid-wicket. Catch it was the call, but you're only catching that if you're 15 yards behind the boundary, and you'd be a brave person to try because you'd have probably broken your fingers. Absolutely thwacked by Mitch O'Connor. It's his second 6. Good in-swinger, brilliant in-swinger. Got him. Well, the Lion responds like a true Lion would. He's hit for 6. And he castles Mitch O'Connor from the very next ball. Zabi Zahid take a bow. His second wicket. And Djurgården 88 for 3. And he's gone as well. So the Lions on a hat-trick. Well, this one wasn't quite such a good ball. It was a low full toss. But it was too quick for him. Dipped in as well, which made it tricky to play. Disturbs the base of leg stump when it eventually comes down. And it's 88 for 4. Right now, she's about to signal 6 or 4. In fact, 6. Not just a 6, but a massive one at that. Well, that's what Carlsen can do. He's a big, tall, powerful man. And if you give him something that's full in the slot, it will disappear. Smashed away through deep backward square leg. And we'll need the umpires to signal 6 for that and maybe get us a brand new ball, because that has gone onto the other pitch, in fact.
Work on their T10 game, as they're also competing in the ECC. They, I would say, have a big advantage if they are playing T10 more regularly. Yeah,
you don't really want players to only be playing T10. So a nice delivery, and the Lion was interested in a quick single, which was definitely not there. Smashed away through square leg, first boundary of the reply.
That has gone high, and the wicketkeeper's gathering himself underneath it, and he's dropped it.
That's hit away through mid-wicket, and that's 4. Shorter and flatter, and that is hit well enough. There's no long on at all. Of course, it's the power play after all, and it's the second boundary of the over for Khalid Zahid. So this is a good counter-attack from NAC. Flicked away, cleverly done. Nobody behind square on the leg side. That's 4, and the Lion gets his first boundary. Nicely done. Meanwhile, in match 23, that is one of the shots of the day from Zabi Zahid. Oh. Smashed away by the Lion. And 6, a big one at that as well. So Zabi Zahid moves into the 20s. It's the first 6 of the innings. Oh, the Lion might well have gone here. Yep, he's been eaten up by Zari Beg. It's a pretty simple catch at point. Not going to drop that one. And on the brink of a half-century opening partnership. Chowdhury back for his second, but that's a clever start from Khalid Zahid, who's shown a really nice ability to just touch the ball round the corner into that fine leg region. You can put, pardon me, you can put as many sweepers out as you want, but can't cover everywhere, and he's just found the one space that was unguarded. Team 50 comes up.
And he's been skittled.
Well, he's lost his partner. Khalid Zahid is gone for 28 off 22, and that is not what they wanted. He's chewed up so many balls. He's been there such a long time. He's seen his team fall behind the rate, and now in trying a wild swing, he's gone. Might have got a wicket with his first ball of his second over. Has caught and bowled. It hangs in the air a long, long time, but Carlsen never looked troubled, like the consummate professional that he's been throughout today.
Yeah, you can imagine everyone taking points off each other across the week for sure.
Trusty outside edge for Hakeem, and it's going to get him off the mark with a boundary. Full toss, could be out. Is out. Carlsen doesn't drop those. And again, never looked like he was going to drop it at any point in time at all. Came across 10 yards to his left and pouched it simply enough. It's a Gundy ball, a dirty ball from Shukla. And it's a Gundy ball that's got a wicket. Huge swipe from Zazai, who was on strike because they'd crossed. It's gone through everybody. And it's going to be 4 by. So every little helps for... Well, they have gone with something different to start the last over, and it is something different as well in the field for Yor Gordon. It is a rare fielding mistake, and it's the man who's been guilty for probably both of the only fielding errors they've made in the entire tournament. Poor old Pierre Duplessis. That's short. That's not a great delivery, and all Duplessis is going to do with this one is fetch it back. That's gone way over the rope. Well, you know it's a good contact when the fielder out there starts running back behind the boundary as it's come off the bat. He knew it had gone for 6, Duplessis. Started making his way towards completing the ball fetching process. 6. Well, they could have done with a few more of these a bit earlier. They're going to finish well short, NAC, but they've hit the last ball for an absolutely huge 6. It's as big as any that we've seen this week. It's gone pretty much out of the frame of our camera shot. So the consolation over from Deepak Chandal, just to give the 6th bowler a chance and a bit of confidence, has, it's fair to say, emphatically not worked. He's gone for 18 from it, but regardless, NAC finished 93 for 4.